Hello, and welcome to Voices of the 21st Century Author Spotlight, a show dedicated to sharing the messages of women from all over the world who show up and share their truth. My name is Gail Watson. I'm founder and CEO of Women's Speakers Association, and today we're going in deep. We're talking about violence against women, a tough topic for sure. And when we grow up with that attitude of children should be seen and not heard. I have the proud honor of introducing you today to international best-selling author Deb Alcadinho. She is co-author of Voices of the 21st Century: Women Transforming the World, and that she is doing for sure. This book has reached a bestseller in 4 different countries and went #1 in 10 different categories. So please join me in welcoming Deb.
Thank you. And I just have to say, woo, 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 #1 bestseller, 4 countries. Such an honor. Oh my God.
Ah, that's a big deal. Way to
It is
congratulations.
yeah.
Congratulations.
And to you too, my friend.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Okay, let's jump in here. And I want to kick off with your quote in the book. I survived to rewrite my story. That's powerful.
Mhm.
So tell me, what inspired you to share your story?
Mhm. 3 things really. So I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a few years now, and the first thing that inspired me to share my story was honestly the book title. When you and I had a conversation, first of all, I had no intention of being an author. I had no intention of writing a story. It was kind of the maybe someday, but really like that someday was so far off and just not even really on my radar. And then when you and I had a conversation about the book, you just kind of casually dropped it. We're writing this book, and I've been familiar with the Voices books in the past. And you were like, "Do you want to know the title?" And I said, "Sure." And you were like, "Women Transforming the World." And it was like, boom. And it was just, I felt it in my gut when you said that, "Women Transforming the World." And I'm like, "Oh, well, with a title like that, I have to be in it." So that was the first thing. So honestly, it was the book title. That was #1. Number 2 was, I'm really settling into my purpose on the planet, my purpose in the world. And I really know that my purpose is to use my voice, my vision, and my heart to make an impact on humanity and our planet, and to guide others to do the same. And I've only just kind of landed on that, I guess, and really settled into that in the last couple of years. And now it's like my beacon, and it drives everything that I do. So with that lens and with that purpose, I guess, really defined purpose, that was the second thing that really was the driver for me to be in this book, because I feel like I am a woman transforming the world, honestly. And I think that's why when you gave me the title and I said, it just was like, oh, in my stomach. I'm like, I have to be in this book because I really am. I'm a woman on fire. I'm a woman transforming the world.
I love
So,
that.
and then to the third point was really to this larger extent that my past has definitely shaped the woman that I am today. And I really feel like everything I've done in my life and all my life's experiences have led to this moment, the good, the bad. And I really wanted the reader to see that no matter what circumstances we've had in life, that we have a choice, and we can be a victim or we can move out of that. And so, excuse me. And so for me, you mentioned the quote at the beginning when you introduced me about rewriting my story. For me, I really had to reframe my life story. to move past that, I had to write a new narrative and create this new future for myself. So really, it was like drawing a connection between, for me, writing the story was drawing a connection between where I was, where I am today, and really why I'm just so impassioned to help people connect to the cause that lights them up, that lights their soul, that lights their fire, and what action that they can, what cause they can take action on and make a difference in the world. Because I think we're all capable. We all have the ability to make a difference in the world. It's just how big or how small we want to do that.
Absolutely. I love that. Now, just as you were sharing there, first of all, you are a woman transforming the world, just in the, and I love that. And we will discuss what you are doing, business for social good. I mean, the name says it right there. So, but just going back to your story, I want to, thank you. Thank you for showing up in your truth, being vulnerable. It took a lot of courage to do that.
It does. It does.
Yes, and I want to know, like, as you wrote that, what are the key things that you'd want a reader to take away from your story?
Mm. I think kind of what I said about just, um it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what shit has, excuse my French, has happened to us in our life, because we've all had some degree of strife in our existence. And at the end of the day, we just have to forgive um and move past that. And I think we all have a choice. We can live there, and or we can rewrite the narrative. Um, and and for me, it was more of a self-preservation, right? To rewrite the narrative and rewrite my story and rewrite how I can be in the world. And so I hope that the reader can take that away, that and really in many of the stories in the book, to be honest, um, that's kind of displayed as well. So I think for me that was the big thing, is that we can live in the past, or we can rewrite our narrative and move forward with strength and grace, and live into the purpose that we're meant to be, because we all have one.
I love that. Now, you have rewritten your narrative, and you have definitely stepped into your passion and are on purpose. Um, and you've created your business. Well, it's called Business for Social Good. Please share a little bit more about that and how that really connects to you.
Thank you. Um, in this path, this journey in the last 10 plus decades, and me stepping into this purpose has really led me to where I am today with Business for Social Good. And although I said this to somebody the other day, who was asking me about Business for Social Good, and I said, everything I've done in my life has led to this moment. And that sounds so cheesy, but it is so true. And all my life's experiences and my learnings and my trainings and my teachings, and courses and all of that, life's experiences, have led to now. And so Business for Social Good is really about working in this case, we work with women entrepreneurs to find purpose, make an impact, and change the world. And although that sounds pretty high level, at the nuts and bolts of it, that's what we do. We work with women entrepreneurs who want to make a difference in the world. They might not know what that is. They might not know what that looks like yet. And so we help them define what that cause is that they can champion, and use their business as a force for good to champion that cause. And that can be through time, talent, resources, contributions, whatever it looks like for that business owner. It's a bit different for everyone. But at the root of it all, it's to help that woman find her purpose, define it, define the purpose of the business, so that they can make an impact, so that they can change the world, so that they can give their employees meaning beyond their paycheck, so that they can bring their customers and their clients along on the journey that that business owner is on to make an impact. And the result is building strong, resilient communities and changing the world. Simple, but
Well, you
not.
make it sound so easy. And I like that. And I mean, this is all, I mean, I have to keep going back to that statement because you survived to rewrite your story.
Mm,
And we know your story. I mean, the story that you share is grounded in violence against women,
mm,
really, right?
yeah.
Whether it be young children, you
Mhm,
know, to women, growing women. And I'm just thinking of our listeners who are listening right now that go, yeah, you know, I want to have that impact. I want to make that impact, but maybe need to release themselves from the past.
mm.
Do you have anything to say to them?
About releasing themselves from the past. It's a journey. I mean, honestly, anybody who has been through any strife in their life, I mean, it's a journey to the other side, honestly. And everybody's journey is different. So some people need counseling, some people have other forms of therapy that they go through to get to the other side. Um, I guess I would just say the other side is grand, and whatever path you can find that works for you as an individual to find the strength to navigate the waters, the rough waters, and get the help that you need, because there is a lot of resources out there to help us navigate the waters and get to the other side. So I don't really know as I have, one size fits all. It's everybody's different. Everybody's path and journey is different, and everybody's need for how to build that resiliency and rewrite your own narrative is different for everyone. So that's probably not much help, but
Well, no, I think it's great. And I mean, this book is called Voices of the 21st Century, where we not only want you to be seen, we want you to be heard.
yeah.
So we're going to throw away that childhood pre-programming where we have to hide. So, Deb, where can we get a copy of your book?
Thanks for asking, Gail. So it's on the website, business number 4, socialgood.ca. And if you go to the learnings tab, the book is featured right there.
Okay, and that's easy as well. So business for the number 4,
Yep.
socialgood.ca. Check it out. Go pick up a copy for yourself.
Thank
Few
you.
copies to give away.
That's right.
Beautiful gift to give somebody, because it is a book filled with some amazing stories, and these stories do find the reader. And I want to thank you for being so open in your story and really standing in your truth. And as I mentioned before, it takes a lot of courage to get to that point to share that story.
It does for sure. It
You
does for sure. And I just want to add one thing, Gail, if I can. We released this book on Amazon, amazon.ca. Well, all the Amazons, in all 4 countries. And it was released as the Kindle version. And so our readers could write reviews. And I just have to say publicly, my gosh, thank you to everyone who wrote such beautiful reviews from all over the world, for all of the authors and the book itself. There really is a story in this book for everyone. So thank you.
Oh yeah, thanks for bringing up those reviews are amazing to read.
They are.
Well done, well
And
done.
you know what, Gail, thank you to you for the vision to create this book. You know, this is the 6th Voices book. And 6 books ago, you had a vision to have a way for women to tell their stories and share their voices. And so I just want to acknowledge you and say thank you for bringing this project to light.
Thank you, thank you. We do believe every woman's gifted with a message, and she
Mm.
needs to be seen and she needs to be heard. So this
Whoop,
is the
whoop.
platform. Yeah. Okay, Deb, it's been a pleasure chatting with you today.
Thank
You're
you.
always so full of good golden nuggets, and I love what you're doing
Thank
in
you.
your business for social good and transforming business owners and how business shows up in this world, and how we can really step into our passion and our purpose. So just to conclude our conversation today, do you have any final words of wisdom to share with us?
I'd love to share a quote that I love from Mother Teresa. And it says, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples.
Mm, nice.
Yeah.
Big reflection on who you are. That's
Mm,
perfect.
mm. Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks again, Deb. Thanks for joining us today. And I want to thank our listeners for tuning in. Again, go get a copy of your book. Learn more about Deb at her website, businessforsocialgood.ca. And so I'd like to just thank you again for joining us. And wherever you are in this world, we wish you a great day.